It is one of the most iconic breakfast sandwiches in the world, McDonald's Egg McMuffin. It was invented more than 40 years ago, right here in our neck of the woods, Santa Barbara. The late inventor, Peterson's son, is joining us this morning, and he's going to show us how they make these Egg McMuffins, and Tony's out there with them on the patio right now. Tony?
That's right, Joe. I am here with the son of Herb, David Peterson here. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, glad to be here. Perfect day.
I know. We are so excited here on Fox 11 for this day because not only is it McDonald's, and we all grew up with McDonald's, but it's localized. I mean, the Egg McMuffin started right here on the coast. And let's just get things off, I mean, with the book here that you wrote. You put this together. Right. And it talks about the history of the Egg McMuffin. Right. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the history?
Well, back in the 70s, we were a fairly new franchise here in Santa Barbara, and we didn't open for breakfast. We didn't open until 11 o'clock, and my dad saw a need. You know, moms were going back to work. This is the early 70s. They have a handheld breakfast sandwich, and he thought, you know, let's open for breakfast. And he loved Eggs Benedict. So he thought, I want to create the poor man's Eggs Benedict, he called it. And so he started playing around the kitchen. You know, the magic of the Egg McMuffin is this ring that he had made at a local blacksmith, Teflon coated, that kept the egg all in one place. And we tested it for about 4 months, and then Ray Kroc, who was the founder of McDonald's, came to Santa Barbara one day. My dad was dressed in a chef's costume, just like this, and made Ray 8 Egg McMuffins. They were called the fast break breakfast at the time, but he made him 8 of those. Ray ate all 8 of them and said, let's do this. And then we went national, and now breakfast is about 35% of our business, and it really changed the way the world eats breakfast. You know, this is the early 70s, so yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's an amazing story dating back so
the
Cliff Notes version. You can of course get the full version in the book here. Right. But let's talk about the Egg McMuffin. We have Eduardo. He's one of the managers of one of your stores here. But let's talk about the ingredients that you have laid out on the table. A lot of people don't realize what these ingredients truly are, and that they are real ingredients.
Yeah, real grade A eggs. English muffins, which my dad was a fanatic about. He really was, you know, the English muffin had to have a sort of a rough, natural texture, and how we toast it was very important to him. Canadian bacon, which back in the 70s wasn't really even in California, so now it's very popular here. American cheese and butter, and it's simple. 330 calories of deliciousness. That's
what I was actually shocked by, was the low calorie, I mean, a fairly low calorie count for a breakfast snack.
Yeah. It's great. So, we're going to make one?
Yeah, let's do it. Show me.
Okay.
Eduardo's the pro, right?
So Eduardo's good.
How many Egg McMuffins would you say you make in one store every morning?
Oh my goodness, thousands. I
Really?
mean, yeah. And Egg McMuffin's #1 item for breakfast.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see it.
All right.
So first we crack an egg. Well, we put toast, the big muffin in the toaster. Now this is not how we do it in the store, because our toasters are more industrialized. But, yeah. So
you have a bunch of those little toasters all throughout the store. Okay. So toast.
So that's being toasted.
Okay.
We're playing make believe here.
Oh, we're make believing that this is actually toasting right now. Okay. We don't have an actual kitchen on the patio.
Egg. Pressure's on. The pressure's on, and it goes into the egg ring.
Yes. So this is the ring. This is what the crucial part.
Yeah, that's the crucial part that keeps otherwise the egg would be all over the place.
Mm-hmm. And then right away. Then right away you have to crack the yolk. That way it cooks better. It makes it a lot faster, the process.
Okay. So in the McDonald's kitchen, though, this is happening. There's multiple eggs being cracked?
Yeah, it would look like this.
Oh.
And so there'd be 8 of them being cooked at one time.
Wow.
And being poached together.
Okay.
And then you add water on top, right?
Right away.
Yeah. And again, it's a little bit different than a restaurant.
Of course.
Do that there.
That's got to be, I mean, restaurants like McDonald's, it happens so quickly. There's people, I mean, if you said 1,000 at least a day, you're constantly, and it's not just Egg McMuffins you're making a ton of others, right?
Hotcakes and scrambled eggs and oatmeal and all the rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
go ahead.
the Canadian bacon is being, now as the eggs being poached, the Canadian bacon will be being warmed up.
Right.
And then essentially, the muffin comes out of the toaster, right? I don't want to steal your thunder, buddy.
No, all good.
Buttered.
Right away.
Okay.
On the top. Over here, put that right here. Want to start the assembly?
No, you go
All right.
Come on.
All right, so magic of the egg muffin, putting it together. Okay, cheese, bottom, right away the egg, Canadian bacon, and last but not least, the muffin with butter.
Okay. Is there a science to the order of placement?
Absolutely.
There is.
Absolutely. It's thought out that the cheese goes on the bottom, the egg and the Canadian bacon, the butter. It's how it hits your palate.
I've been eating it wrong my whole life. I've had the cheese on top.
Well, here you go. Let's have a bite.
Well, we have a ton here.
Yeah.
How fast does it take to make this from beginning to end?
How fast? It's supposed to take 15 seconds. I
Really?
mean, it's right away. This is McDonald's fast food restaurant, so we want to get the customer in and out as fast as we can. Definitely.
Is this one of the most complicated things to make, or is it kind of? Are they all kind of the same?
Actually, this is one of the easier things to make. It's
Yeah.
such a simple idea. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Awesome. Okay.
a McFlurry takes a little more process because
That is true. That's true. Do you remember when it was first made, when the Egg McMuffin was first made, or come up with? Do you remember when people started talking about it?
Yeah, I do.
How old were you? You must have been a young guy.
Yeah, I was 11 years old. And again, the main thing is that we weren't open for breakfast. All of a sudden, McDonald's opened for breakfast. It just was radical. And it was a really big change for McDonald's around the country because owner-operators around, in New York and Minnesota, they go, breakfast? Really? At McDonald's? So, yeah, it was really exciting. My dad was on the cover of Life magazine holding an egg ring up like that. So it really... was crazy.
Yeah. And on Tuesday, everybody is going to be celebrating him and his invention, I guess you can call it, right?
Right.
And this has been happening for a couple of years now,
Well,
right?
my dad passed away about 6 years ago, and every year on his birthday we celebrate by selling Egg McMuffins for $1, and just as a tribute to him.
$1 for an Egg McMuffin.
On Tuesday. So
How much is an Egg McMuffin normally?
what is the price of an Egg McMuffin?
Ask the manager.
Around $3.29, $3.55 with tax.
Okay,
So,
there you go.
See,
there you go.
he knows it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this Tuesday, Egg McMuffins for $1. Is it up and down the coast?
The Central Coast, Carpinteria, all the way up to Atascadero. Yeah,
Okay.
28 restaurants. Yeah.
All right, and wow, awesome. Hey, everybody who's here, come on over here. Let's enjoy these Egg McMuffins. It is not every day that you can get Egg McMuffins made right here live on show,
Yeah,
right?
live on show. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for joining us
for
this
coming,
morning.
you guys.
Come on, grab them. Make sure you go to McDonald's on Tuesday for the special Her Peterson Day. Thank you for joining us this morning and all week. We'll see you bright and early Monday morning right here on Fox 11.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.